Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing our Dokeianos roleplay series. Alright, so last episode we got involved with this war to help one of our allies, and wasn't going to actually get involved at all, but good thing that we did because, we're going to get, obviously not much for ourselves here, just a little bit of prestige, but it does look like we're going to be the ones that help him win this conflict. That's the way it appears anyway. We'll have to see what happens over here with our allies, but yeah, I think he should end up winning the conflict, and a big part of that was this battle here that we just finished at the end of the last episode. So now we're chasing these guys down, and we're going to attempt to battle them again if we can. I mean, I believe they're just going to retreat to right there, and they're not going to go anywhere else. They could take out the sea, but I'm not sure that they do when they do the shadow retreat. Unless it's like a one province, so now they're going to come over here. Okay, so we can fight them over there, but they would get the mountain bonus if we did go there. We could still attack them, but because there's no like morale in this game, they're pretty much in a very good position here. So we probably don't want to do that. We're just going to let them leave if that's what they want to do. Yeah, if they want to leave, then we're okay with that. It does mean they might end up defeating them here, which might means that we will have to come assist them. I don't know that they can win, though. I think we might have just gotten us to the point where they won't be able to defeat us. Let's see what this event is about here. My spy masters come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know, someone is plotting to kill my prisoner. So, somebody's trying to kill this guy. I want to say that it should be difficult to do because he's in somebody else's prison. So it should be difficult for them to achieve that, but I'm not entirely sure. So with these guys here, we have two choices now. Because I don't think we're going to keep our troops raised up and in conflict. We'll wait until they leave, so let's let them do that first, or at least get locked so they have to leave. And then we'll watch where they go, and then we'll make our decision based on this. But yeah, I don't really want to keep these guys raised up for a couple of reasons. First of all, we can't declare war as long as they're raised up. And of course, they're costing us money. So they're going to come back over here. I think we might just leave this up to our allies, guys. I feel like we've already done enough. I hope they win it, but I'm not willing to do any more. So here's our choices. We can either spend the money to go out to sea, 46 gold. This is probably the best route to do it. Also spend the money it takes to get them home so that we can disband them. Or we can disband them here. And if we were to do that, then we'll be able to raise them again for 2 months. How long would it take to get over here, though? Probably 2 months. Or maybe not. Maybe not just right there. It'd be 40 days total. So you're not really saving much time, and you are saving gold. So yeah, let's just go and disband them here. And that's fine. We're going to disband them. We'll give them 2 months. So we're looking at mid-March. And then we'll be able to declare war on this guy here, who I've been wanting to fight for some time. But we have similar numbers. He has a lot of allies as well. Ooh, yeah, this is going to be a tough fight. But we do have the Hungarians, so makes me feel confident. So remember, we have our wife training up our second son. And because of her good education, I'm hoping that he might get a good learning education. And seems that she did improve that a bit. So we did finish up the development here, and now we're at 26. That's not bad at all, guys. Not bad at all. Remember, we're keeping them there mainly just to reduce the construction time and cost. Obviously we're building this out, and then after that we're going to want to improve all those. So we can save a lot of money and a lot of time if we keep them increasing the development rather than doing the taxes. Now I don't know which one is the best way to go. Now about the dangerous faction here, this rebellion, I'm not entirely sure why they're going to rebel. I think it's just the control here because yeah, they don't have any opinion hit from us. I think it's just because we have the absolute control and they're contesting our control of the province. And we're able to increase the prowess of one of our knights. Excellent. So yeah, we'll have to fight that. Yeah, we might want to do that before our war happens. And we have been invited to join the council. Which position? A chancellor. Okay. I would have preferred that we were a marshal. That would have been better. We could always turn him down on this. That would be an option until like the marshal spot opens up. Looks like he's currently replacing his chancellor. I guess he already has a pretty good marshal. We're only 1 point above that. I think the only reason why he's, of course, putting us here is because we're a powerful vassal, so we deserve a position on his council. We're not in any factions here. We're not planning on rebelling against him anytime soon, so we could go ahead and join and just get the benefits we get for chancellor, because we never know if he's going to actually ever offer us this position. He might not ever give us a marshal position. So sitting around waiting for it, I don't think is wise. We'll just take this. It has its benefits, guys. It has its benefits. We, of course, get increased prestige every month. Our vassals like us more. And if we were going down the diplomacy lifestyle, then that would help us. Again, the main one I wanted was that marshal one, so we could get these marshal perks really quick. That'd be super helpful. Remember, we're still attempting to assassinate this guy over here. The Omen. A local mystic insisted on seeing me, and upon being brought into my presence, he started wailing. And is that blood on his hands? The signs are not in your favor, my lord. I spilled the intestines of a hen, and the blood showed me your future. It's dark and full of death. Well, that's ominous. So we get the bad omen, giving us a moderate penalty to our health. All right, well, we're still fairly young, so obviously not too much of an issue there. All right, so we are ready to try and do this assassination. This is just the Band of Thugs one, which we've read before. 95% chance of success and 95% chance of secrecy. So if the 5% chance happens that we fail, at least nobody should know we were attempting to do it. Remember, we're trying to kill him in order to get his brother, who is betrothed, matrilineal, to our daughter, on the throne here, which is the ally that we're currently assisting, who looks like he is going to win that battle, which is fantastic news. Yeah, that's great. I'm sure we played a large role in that, of course, because we killed so many of those troops there. So yeah, he should win that, and we're already at 64% here, so excellent. So this is going to be a little bit larger realm that hopefully our grandchildren will inherit if we can just remove this guy. So let's attempt and see what happens there, guys. Dangerous journeys. The thugs did their job, and Porphyros? I know, I'm terrible, guys. Is no more. As the travel party stopped to camp for the evening, and it's poured out from among the trees, calling for blood and gold. The soldiers fought back, but thankfully it was not enough, and he was tragically slain in the melee. Conveniently, most of the bandits were slain in the fighting, and the dead do not speak. No one will ever know of my involvement. All right, excellent. So we removed him. He's dead. So that's fantastic news. Exactly what we wanted to have happen. And so it will now result in our soon-to-be son-in-law. It'll be... So she's already of age, so it's going to be until he becomes of age here, which just mere years. And hopefully he'll inherit all this land now. Get the duchy and then all the counties. Of course, that does rely on his father not having any more sons, but he's going to get the primary title, which is what's important. He was defeated here. Excellent news. We're now 84% for that war being over. And we also got through those 2 months. I was waiting for this rebellion to happen, wasn't I? When's this happening? 6 months. Seems like that's taking forever. We were able to sway him, so that's fantastic news. I guess there's the one advantage of waiting is that maybe he gets involved in another conflict. So this would be over our claim here, and as far as troop numbers, he's definitely inferior to us. So just looking at our allies, I think a big part of that is because we have the Hungarians helping us. They would have to come into the war and assist us, though, in order for us to have that advantage. So yeah, it would be preferable if he got involved in a large conflict that kind of got his troops distracted or reduced their numbers at least. Again, though, I feel like we have to deal with this rebellion first. So we'll just let it fire. It's kind of a bummer that this happened right now, but it is what it is, guys. It's just so many things keeping me from doing this conflict that I want to do. Wow, this guy's great. Oh, he's a peasant leader. He's possessed. The point is that he's got a good marshal and he's got good prowess. So let's recruit him to court. 75 gold, though. That's kind of expensive. Whatever. Recruit him to court. And one thing I wanted to see is, our marshal's done so well. Does he have a wife? He does have a wife. Just make sure he has a wife and kids. And I almost want to reward him for how well he's done. You know what? Let's send him a gift. 100 gold here. I feel like that's something our character would do. Send him, he's a gregarious guy. I feel like he would send somebody who served him well a gift. I think he'd give him something. He deserves something. He's done fantastic in that war. Did a very good job. He's also done good in the job we've assigned him at as well. So yeah, I think he deserved a reward. Even though I know that we need the money for other things. Of course, we need to get these buildings constructed. A lot of stuff to be building. We could also be improving our men-at-arms. All kinds of stuff we could be doing right now, guys. In fact, we could go and improve our men-at-arms now. Yeah, we could go and raise somebody up. Get them up a little bit higher. Go ahead and do the light horsemen. We actually got men-at-arms from when our character died and we became this character. So I don't actually want these ones here. We don't need 2 things of pikemen. Can't always use, 2 of them though. That's always helpful, having 2 siege engines of any sort. See other options. Ooh, we got these guys. They're pretty solid. Of course, I don't know how well they're, how effective they'll be in the areas we actually fight. Going into his territory there's a lot of plains here. But yeah, typically, just because of the terrain here, we have, and they're expensive too. Very, very expensive. But so much better, guys. Just kind of show you the stats here on the difference between the cataphracts and the armored horsemen. And you'll notice that attack power is significantly higher. They also have the better pursuit as well. And their modifiers might be slightly different. I'm not sure. Looks like they're probably the same. Maybe not. It does seem like they might be not quite as bad in the mountains, which is pretty good, man. So yeah, we are able to build those if we wanted to. If we wanted to get some heavier cav. I think in a region that we're fighting, it's just not as useful. There are actually a lot of armored footmen, and so getting some light footmen would be useful. Let's take a look and see what our enemy has, and we'll kind of base it off of that. So he has bowmen, he has light horsemen, pikemen, armored footmen. Okay, so he does have the armored footmen that we might want to counter. Yeah, if we were just trying to counter his units, we already can counter the bowmen with our cav. We already, obviously countered them with our pikemen. The pikemen, are countered with the heavy infantry, and so we would have to get heavy infantry to counter them. The armored footmen require the skirmishers. So if we want to counter all their units, we wouldn't be able to do that with what we have here. Let's go and increase these guys' size just a little bit. I think they're pretty cheap. But yeah, if we wanted to counter all the units, the best we could do is just get one of those. So I think we're going to get the armored footmen, guys. Obviously in this region that we're fighting in, because the pikemen do so well in the mountains and hills, we've seen a lot of pikemen that we've had to fight, so countering them would be wise. In addition, we've also seen a lot of armored footmen, so it would be nice to counter them. But if I had to choose between the 2 of these guys here, the pikemen, I just don't think, the skirmishers. The skirmishers just don't do as well against the other units, which, right here, the light footmen. They just don't do well against other units. So this here, they would be able to counter the pikemen, and they could fight other armored footmen. While the light footmen can only really counter the armored footmen, and they kind of suck at just about fighting everybody else. So I think it'd be wiser to get these guys. So we're going to get them. I know we don't have a lot of money, but that's okay. Start building these up slowly. Just kind of fix those numbers there. And yeah, I do think that our ally is going to win here. It appears he's doing pretty well so far. He did take the sea. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing. Yeah, he should end up winning this conflict. I think we really assisted him on that. As far as this faction goes, we're 2 more months, guys. 2 more months. She has a claim. Nowhere close to us. And undisciplined recruits. We're having a problem here. Today I'm observing the mayor as he trains some of his new levies, but the recruits under his command resemble a disorganized mob more than an army. I look on as he struggles to gain control of the situation, clearly pushed to his limits. While it's never easy to train new soldiers, he seriously needs to do better than this. Well, he doesn't have very high martial, but I guess he's good at diplomacy, so should help him dealing with his men, I suppose. You say, teach him what I know about command. This will gain us 100 martial lifestyle experience, and what happens with him will be based on his personality. So he could accept our advice, which his martial will increase, and he'll also get an opinion of us, of course, or he will refuse to listen. We can cheer him up after the training is over, might form a friendship with him, or we could chastise him for the future. Well, we're not going to chastise him. I don't think that fits with our gregarious character here. And being diligent, I think we'd try and teach him what we know. So yeah, we'll do that, and we'll see how he takes it. Hopefully he accepts our wise advice, and he did not. So as I tap on the mayor's shoulder, he throws up his hands and shouts, "This is not my fault, Constance. These idiotic peasants don't know their right hand from their left. How can anyone be expected to turn this rabble into an army?" And I am disappointed in him. Yeah, he should have took our advice. Alright, so we'll raise up our armies here. We'll go and set these guys up now. Oh, and the war's done. And looks like we inherited that barony too, guys. And I didn't get to look at that. So I'm just going to take a look at that real quick, see how much we got. Looks like we got 6 prestige, and most importantly, we got some opinion with our ally. Very nice. And he has increased his lands, which hopefully will one day inherit those lands. And there's something else that happened, but I don't know, I don't remember what the hell it was about. Alright, well the war's over, so that's what's important. And we have discovered a schemer. Spymaster came to us with grave news. Okay, and that's who's plotting against our prisoner, is her here, which I don't really care because it's not really an issue because we're about to let him go. So, not just let him go, of course, he will have to pay 50 gold. Remember, we did not want to release him early because of the prowess, the higher prowess. So, yeah, I was going to get a little bit of gold here. That'd be helpful. And this faction is going to rise up here. Is this it right here? This might be it. So he did accept, and yes. So we're not going to grant them anything. We're going to fight these guys. 628 troops, not much. We're just going to raise it up real quick. Take a couple days here. We'll attack them on the plains. Very easy battle. And then from there, we're able to do what we want in war. And I just felt like we had to get this, at least get this finished. Let's go ahead and disband army. I guess we can go and finish this up real quick. Enforcer demands. Arrest him. And now we'll disband. Alright, so let's go and see what we want to do with this prisoner. We could always, you know, he's going to hate us for a time because he's angry. But yeah, we could hire him. And, I mean, he'd make a great marshal. Or excuse me, a great leader, do that high marshal. But there's really not anything impressive here, guys. With the lower prowess, he wouldn't be a knight for us. And so, frankly, I just don't want to pay him. We can't ransom him for any money. He doesn't have any money. So let's just look at negotiating and release. Again, I just don't see the point on recruiting him. It doesn't look like he'll do anything anyways. So he'll just be sitting in our prison, essentially. Okay, well, that's his choice. If he wants to sit in there, maybe he likes it. Maybe it's very nice. Maybe we have a nice prison. I don't know. So, is there anything we need to be aware of over here? No? Then let's make sure that our troops are ready. Could always build these up more, and we are still actually building these, so we might want to wait a little bit. Yeah, get these numbers up fully. Yeah, we could always get them built up just a little bit more because they're pretty small, so they're not going to be very good at countering. So if we're wanting to counter them, building it up one more I think would be worth it. So we're going to need to give them time to get their troop numbers up here. Just give them a little bit of time, and then I suppose we'll declare war. He's actually losing this war here. I'm not entirely sure who he's fighting. Oh, he's fighting way down here. So are his troops way down there? Not entirely sure why. Oh, it looks like the war might be over. And I'm not entirely sure why he declared war, but yeah, the war's already over, so he won't be distracted with that any longer. He did lose a couple hundred troops here, but not much. He still has very respectable numbers. But yeah, I don't think he can compete with us guys. We were not able to sway him. What are our chances here? 62%. We'll keep it going, guys. I think it's worth it. And he continues to benefit. He should have a good education, guys, which is great. I mean, it'll be more useful to the church if we decide to go that route. So yeah, I think we can go and declare war. And let me just take a look and see what all conflicts there are. So there's that one there. We know about that. And we can declare war for, yeah, we've already seen that. We just got her. Maybe that was a dude. I thought we had a claim for a female. Apparently that's not the case. It's for a guy. Alright, so yeah, I guess we're going to declare war, guys. You know, obviously he has a lot of allies, but as long as our allies support us in this conflict, it shouldn't be an issue. Alright, so let's go ahead and declare war. We got the county selected, and hopefully it goes well. So let's raise up our troops Probably closest to him. Well, we do need to go after... You know what? Actually, coming over here and fighting in his territory is probably not the best way to do this. But he might come into our territory, in which case we'd want him to attack us right across this river. But going after the war goal is really the key here. But if we can go after his capital first, that'd be one strategy that would work as well. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is the farmland. So this is probably the one we want to go after first, because going after the war goal is hills. Oh, maybe not. It's actually plains here. I thought it was hills. This one is hills. Okay, well, to get in control of the county, we only have to attack there, so... And to get that ticking war score. But I really want to battle him early against his whole army if we can. Where are his allies? I suppose that's what we should be looking at. See where exactly these guys are and how long it's going to take them to get to us, because we don't want to have to fight them all at the same time. We already looked at him. Oh, that's a truce that he has. Oh, I guess he's allied. We got this guy here. Okay, so he's a lot closer. So yeah, he'll come right across here. It's going to be a problem. Then we have this duke here as well. So a lot of troops coming from over there in Anatolia. And then he's got a truce with him. So yeah, a lot of troops coming from over here. So trying to get an early battle here would probably be the best thing to do, guys. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll move this. Again, just trying to get as close as we can. Let's do... We'll go here. If he attacks us there, it'd be in the hills. I highly doubt he would attack us. Let's go ahead and pull in our allies. He should, you know, obviously come and assist us. I don't know what his troop number looks like. 4,000. Not bad. So we're going to call him in. And then, of course, we're going to call in the Hungarians as well. All right. Excellent. Let's go ahead and raise up our troops. We will need to split this into multiple armies, of course. And we could just have one go do the sieges now. And I just don't know if he'll attack us or not. Right now he feels quite confident. But yeah, he won't get us before we finish gathering, so that's going to make him run. He felt confident for a second. Doesn't feel so confident now. How many troops do we need to take this? Probably just 600-700 would be enough. Alright, well we'll finish gathering. It's one more day. And then let's go ahead and go on the move. I'm going to try and engage him in a favorable attack. But I don't think we'll be able to siege his territory down, guys. I just don't think we'll get it done before his allies over here in Anatolia arrive. Maybe we will. We could always leave a small garrison here. Or excuse me, a small sieging force. We could do that and then chase after these guys. Again, taking the capital can sometimes result in a quick win if we can get control of an heir or something like that. Or if we can get control of him, but he's probably leading his troops. Got a martial perk. Excellent. That'll help us in this conflict. Because we're going to be going down the gallant, I think is the one we said we would. Yeah, that makes most sense. So this will increase our own prowess and reduces the risk of commanding armies. As far as who's commanding right now, obviously our marshal is commanding, but we would do a better job. He has the reckless trait. We're an aggressive attacker. That means more fatal casualties for the enemy, while he's a flexible leader, reducing the enemy defensive advantage. So it's really just a matter of where you're attacking. If we were attacking in an area that they got the defensive advantage, or they're across a river, then he would be the better general. Otherwise, we would be the much better general. Let's go ahead and put ourselves in charge for now. Alright, so let's go ahead and have these guys split off here. Take this force and just split off. I'm not going to do the station besiegers because, of course, they might not leave the ones that we want them to leave. And I don't think he has any allies coming close, so this should be fine. The concern, of course, would be these guys that are coming from over here. But it'll take them time to get here. How long are we looking at getting this siege done? 3 months. Of course, it won't be that fast once we move all these units out, but that's okay. So let's go to move these guys in there. Eventually, we want to be able to get 2 sieging armies, but for right now, we're gonna, need to keep our troops in the army. I think that should be enough, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say it was 500 is what we needed, so that should be good. And then if we have anybody who's really good at sieging, which doesn't seem like we do unless I skip past it. Yeah, we want to put them in place here, but yeah, there's nobody. So I guess our marshal would then lead in that case. Yeah, we'd probably want to have our marshal lead. Alright, so he'll do this siege, and then these guys are going to go ahead and take off, and... yeah, we're going to take attrition if we go this way, aren't we? So we'd have to go around, and yeah, all the way around here, which then opens us up to being attacked. Lord. Yeah, I just don't want to take any casualties if we can avoid it, guys. So we might have to bounce around up here, which means we're going to have to go very, very slow. That's a shame. Because we have to make sure he doesn't come back and attack our troops here. But yeah, we have to wrap all the way around here. And was a call to war against the HRE. Well, let's pause this for a second. And our level of splendor has increased. All right, excellent. So we're now noteworthy, giving us the following benefits. All right, well, we obviously have the honor of the call, so we don't lose the fame. But I'm not actually inclined to help him. And what the most unfortunate part of this is that, I mean, did he? Yeah, he's a defender, so it's not his fault. But yeah, the most unfortunate part, of course, that means that we might not have his troops to help us, which I was kind of expecting to have those. So but yeah, we'll accept it. They are sieging us right there. So we'll need to go attack him. But of course, we'll have to go all the way around. And can we do it without taking attrition so that we can get the mountain bonus? We could. So that's what we'll do. And we'll just have to see what he does. Remember, his allies are coming. But so are ours. But now we are going to be outnumbered because I don't know. Yeah, he is not going to come down here now. All right, so this is even more imperative that we attack him. All right, 3 months to get this siege done so that these guys can run, because that's exactly what we're going to have them do. Run like the wind. Get the hell out of there. So now that we've got that constructed, obviously our capital's more defended, better defended, which is good news. But we can also now improve these. So let's improve this one since they might attack us here. And of course, this would get us more levies as well, and a little bit more in taxes. So we'll get that going. 16 months. Maybe I shouldn't have spent that actually. Can I cancel that? Yeah, I forgot the fact that we're in war and we need the damn money. So probably shouldn't do that. Even though we're earning some, I think we should wait, guys. We don't know how much money we're going to need for this conflict. And once we start taking casualties, then, you know, it gets more expensive. So how long? We have 3 months. Not a long time to get there. Hopefully we can get there in time. He is taking off now. That's not good. Have we... Okay, so we'll just stay here. Because I assume he's coming over here to attack the force that's currently besieging his capital. Yeah. Alright, so he's going to come over here and try and attack them. Well, our allies have arrived. He's now going out to sea, probably because we're here. Not entirely sure exactly what he's doing here. 40 days left to get the capital. And his army is on the move. They're going to be here very soon. 26 days. We need them to attack us in a very defensive location. Right here is quite defensive. You have the hills, you have the river. 2,000 men can't beat us. But, you know, you have what? I mean, that's almost 8,000 men, guys. So if he attacks with all those 8,000, I think our ally would support us. And we would need that support. We did win here, so we can now take off. So there's no reason to stick around. But can we go through here without taking attrition? We can. All right, excellent. So we want these guys to go straight over here. We do have to watch them carefully, though. Make sure this guy doesn't come over here and attack us. We did take a prisoner. Does that give us a war score? No, it did not. Okay, but we did get a nice little war score from taking the capital. And got a bit of money as well. All right, fantastic. So yeah, these guys are going to take off, come over here and go after the actual war goal. And it's going to be a game of maneuver, guys. Trying to make sure that we don't lose here. Yeah, we're going to be vastly outnumbered. He's taking off. I don't think he'll attack here. Most likely not. If he did, yeah, I mean, we're going to be so vastly outnumbered at this point. What's the best way to do this so we don't get caught? Because you got these guys coming from this direction. We want him to attack us in the hills if we do have to fight. Of course, obviously, we'd prefer to not fight. But yeah, there's no way we're going to beat this many. If it was just these guys, and they attacked us in the hills across the river, I feel like we'd beat them. I think we'd beat them, guys. With a great commander like this and the extra aggressive attacker bonus, I feel like we'd win. But with the 5,000 coming down and our ally leaving, yeah, we're in a terrible position. Let's see what he does when he moves there. He has 1 day left. Okay, so he's now leaving. He's scared. So let's go ahead and start moving and get the hell out of here, because all the armies are converging upon us right now. Alright, so now he's moving over this way. So far they're doing exactly what we want them to do. And they're going to try and siege down our territory here. I was a little bit worried about they would start doing that, but looks like they're taking off. Okay, we're still good to go there, guys. Alright, so armies coming down here. We would like them to engage us, but not here. Oh, that's right, we're going here, in the plains. So if they attacked us, and they didn't go around this way, then we get the river bonus. So maybe we should go down there? We're not going to get any bonus defending here. As long as all these armies around here, it's just too much. So we're going to have to take off, guys. I would fight just these two. But yeah, I'm not going to fight this many armies. It's just too many. And without our allied support, yeah, that's going to be a problem. So it looks like our allies actually coming over here to help us with that siege. Seems kind of unnecessary, and there'd be other things he could do that would be a little bit more useful, but whatever. He's going to do what he does. So we'll move over here. Again, if they attack us across the river, we're in a good position. They are... No, they're not. Okay. I keep saying they're sieging us, but they keep changing their minds. They can siege down here all they want. It won't be enough once we get the war score and we have their capital as well. But we really need to force a battle, guys. We got to try and get a battle that's favorable to us. Strategical impasse. I'm sitting around the map table with our marshal and the mayor Demetrios, discussing our strategy for the ongoing war. So the marshal, because his name is Pamphilios, but we'll just call him the marshal, because I'm probably butchering that, because I butcher all these Greek names, bangs his fist on the table and loudly proclaims that we should charge the enemy directly and crush them with the sheer might of our armies, while Demetrios nervously mutters about how we should avoid unnecessary engagements and fight a war of attrition. It is my right to decide over our ultimate course of action. So because of our higher martial skill, we can actually do both of them at the same time. And so that will give us these two benefits, both of which are quite nice. Though the improved avoidance does have a penalty. You have the attacker advantage -5. The movement speed is nice. Friendly fatal casualties is nice as well. But yeah, we'd have to like make sure they attacked us. I mean, the 5 advantage isn't huge. Oh, we get the attacker advantage, so that offsets it. Okay, so that's fine. So yeah, let's go for that. Obviously, that's going to be the best choice here. So this is going to be 4 years to siege this, because of how freaking large this is. Yeah, I don't think we'll do that. I think we'll probably just leave, because we're going to take attrition this whole time, and this is just a terrible fort to siege. It's just too large of a fort to siege down, guys, so I don't feel like we should take the attrition sitting here. We could just go here to be able to support that army. I doubt they're even going to attack us here, guys. Maybe we'll actually go after them and see what they're doing. Again, I really want to force an attack, especially while we have this modifier, and I'd really like to deal a blow to him alone, if at all possible, but yeah, these guys are still over here. So a faction has been created against the Emperor, and they might actually siege us down on that province. We're at 5 months right now, but again, even if they take all this here, if we can get some victories here, and we're going to need a battle victory, frankly. So this is 3 years to siege down. Since this one's pretty large too, but not as bad. And what we could do is actually go ahead and split off these guys here, and then have them come over here and assist us so we can siege down a little bit quicker. That's what we'll do here, guys. Yeah, we're clearly going to have to fight somebody. This is on the plains, though. That's on the plains too, so none of these are good defensive. They might not stick around though, guys, because they kind of have a tendency to not do that. Here comes the 12,000 troops from the Hungarians, so that's awesome. I didn't think they would come, guys. So that's very nice that we're seeing him come all the way down here. How is he doing against his enemy? Not well. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so not entirely sure what's going on here, but yeah, they're having right, so he's allied to us. Is there a different king now? The king of the Hungarians? It seems like that's what just happened, which would be unfortunate. Yeah, we were supposed to set up to kill this character. Wait a minute, what the hell's going on here? I'm not entirely sure what's going on here. All right, so okay, so this is the betrothal for the Hungarians, and this is Prince Michael, and he was set to try and. Okay, I see what we were doing. We would have had to kill both of them to be able to inherit this land here, but of course that's not going to happen because now something has changed. Yeah, the situation has changed up here. Somebody else is now the king of Hungary, which is why he's not involved in the conflict no more. Yeah, he's still at war with the emperor, while he is actually not. All right, very strange. Because, yeah, we're still at war with the emperor as well. And so, yeah, it did result in the Hungarians are no longer in the war with us, but this guy is. He does still have his full army. He probably can't pay for it now, but he's got a lot of money. So, but you can see he's losing 34 per month because, you know, he's not supposed to have that many troops. So, yeah, I mean, you see here, he's only supposed to have 5,100. He's got 12,000 because those are the old numbers that he had when he was the king of Hungary. So, yeah, very unfortunate, guys. And another unfortunate thing is that he's also had a son since we last looked at this. So, his daughter, maybe we were going to kill his son. Maybe that's what was going to happen. Yeah, we're going to kill this kid, but he now has 2 sons. Yeah, I think we were thinking he wasn't going to have any more sons because his wife was so old, but I guess he did. But we can go and attempt to assassinate this character here. Not very high chances, but we do have money. So we can see if that money will give us anything, give us any kind of advantage here, give us some agents. This increases success chance significantly. Because he's the spy master. So even the spy master is willing to turn against him. Wow. Alright, so it's 110 gold. It's worth it. We do have to remove 2 children, though, so the chances of us succeeding at doing this is very unlikely. We'll see, guys. We'll see what happens. So 10 months to get this one done. This one's almost done at 7 days, a mere week. We do have those 12,000 troops here, which is going to be super helpful, but they are still sieging us down here. The agent did join us. Excellent. We got our siege done. We're at 59%. Got 24 gold from that as well. Got some prisoners. We should probably take a look at our prisoner situation. So, of course, we have him in there. Her, we could go ahead and, well, we're not going to get anything for her. So, yeah, I guess we could just recruit her. Who's this character? Oh, okay, so this is his spouse. So, yeah, we wouldn't be able to do that. So, yeah, really just can only gain a weak hook on her, which might be useful in the future, I suppose. So we'll do that. And with this character here, we get 10 gold, but do we want to release him? He's a pretty good marshal, so we'll keep him. We will keep him locked up. All right, so that siege is ongoing. I guess we can go over to the hills here with this army. It's a little bit risky having them over there in the hills, because if they get attacked there, then of course we'd get that penalty. But with the Hungarians here, I'm feeling a lot more confident. And I guess we'll put a merge these two, so they'll have a siege army with them, so they could do sieges and stuff. We need to attack this guy here, but again, I just don't think it's going to work. Too many troops without knowing that the Hungarians would support us. It looks like this is just going to be a siege battle. Who can get the most sieges done quicker, which clearly the answer looks like us. He does have this siege that he's doing, 5 months to get that completed. We did lose here, unfortunately. So it's going to tick it down just a little bit. That's alright, though. That is alright, guys. So they're just going to complete these 3 sieges that we're currently working on 4, actually. He decided to go after that big one. And our niece was taken prisoner. Ooh, okay, and she's a princess. Born of the purple. Daughter of the emperor, our brother-in-law. Alright, well, that's unfortunate, and we're not able to sway him. I'm going to keep on trying, guys. I feel like we have a good chance. At 62%, that's not bad. 95% chance of success here. Very, very nice. All right, excellent. So we might be able to at least be successful with removing one of them. It'd be really nice, since you already paid that guy, that you'd be able to use a spy master as an agent in both the battles, or excuse me, in both of the assassination attempts, but that is not possible. Hungarians do seem to be like they're going to lose this. Oh, this is a claim on the entire Kingdom of Hungary. Wow. Wow, guys. Emperor is going to drastically increase the size of his realm. And I don't see how we could even help with that. I mean, his numbers are ridiculous. I just don't think we can help with that, guys. Yeah, I mean, maybe we could do some things that I don't know though. I just don't know if there's anything we could do. I mean, if we attacked here in Italy, his little territory he has here, I mean, it's not going to do much for the war score. Yeah, guys, I don't think we could help with that. I think everything we attempted to do here with the Hungarians and the alliances that we got there and stuff, I think that's all going to be canceled, unfortunately. Maybe we should take our child back. Cancel the marriage, the betrothal. All right, so 3 months for this one, 17 days for that one. There's only so much for them to conquer over here. I mean, there's just not much. So yeah, there's not much they can do. They're just kind of sitting around taking attrition. And it looks like they're gonna try and leave here and lose the chance to take that. We're at 70% with this one. So let's go after one more. I think the only ones that are left is that one right there. And that one right there. And he's gonna be fully sieged down. So yeah, we'll just go after this one. And yeah, if we can't force a desirable conflict, then that's fine. We'll get the win with just these sieges. So the betrothal has been fulfilled here. And that, of course, is for our son, who is marrying into the Hungarian family. Which, I mean, he still has a lot of territory. It's just such a bummer. Yeah, it's just a real bummer they lost that. I don't know exactly what happened here. You know, his father was the king, and yeah, I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know why he didn't get the kingdom and somebody else got it. Is the current king of Hungary even of the same dynasty? He's not. It's a whole new dynasty. I don't know if there was a rebellion or what the deal was. Not sure what happened. But yeah, looks like we might be married to somebody who's just not as good of a match anymore. As good as she was. But she is very decent at, well, no she's not. I was going to say she's decent at diplomacy because she got a good education. But she's losing it because she's greedy. She's humble and she's content. Alright, so not great stats here, but average. Pretty average, guys. Alright, so probably not the best marriage now at this point, but it is what it is. Things happen, guys. Things happen. They don't always go according to plan. Apparently, we don't have enough troops to finish this siege. How many do we need? 750, so we need probably just like, throw like another 100 dudes over there. That'd be enough. So let's go ahead and do that. So like just 100 over there. I mean, even 84 would be enough. Bring them on over there. So we can get that siege done. Looks like they're going to attempt to attack here. We should probably move this way then. Siege is almost done, so I'm not moving. We got 2 months left. But they are attacking here, and I mean, I guess we can let them get the glory, but we don't want them to lose the battle. We could just leave just enough to finish this siege. I think that's what we're going to have to do, guys. We don't want them to lose this battle, and it's a big, big battle. So, yeah, we're going to have to get engaged in it. I don't know how we're doing when it comes to advantage, but it seems it's in our favor. Yeah, it's definitely in our favor here. I'm surprised I didn't get the crossing the river penalty. Isn't there a river right there? He must, like, have... No? He doesn't have anything here. Alright, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Point is, we got the advantage benefit. Even with all these troops coming, we should win this. But let's make sure. So let's go ahead and we're not going to station the besiegers because we want to split it off ourselves. How many do we need? I should have checked that just to finish this. We're looking at, oh, it's a large amount. Okay, so what we're going to want to do then. Oops, god damn it. Not that. We're going to want to split off just these guys, and we won't be able to finish the siege until after this battle, basically. So yeah, we'll bring our troops over there, make sure that we win this, because they have some very large numbers over there. Very large. Oh, this is 2 separate battles. Okay, I see. Alright, we'll help them both then. We're actually going to lose this one probably now. I was, misreading this here. So yeah, it does look like we're likely going to lose this battle, unfortunately. Ah, that's a shame. Okay, this is our ally. I'm not entirely sure what happened there then. Yeah, I was just misreading it. I thought we had the advantage here. My bad, guys. Well, this siege is still being completed at the very least, so there's that. But with this loss here, that's going to hit the war score hard. We're at negative 26%. That is massive. The casualties are absolutely insane. Now, the majority of those are not our casualties, but that's really not the point. That was a big loss, guys. I was just misreading it. I thought we had the number advantage here. Yeah, and now this, of course, was a completely separate battle, but we're going to lose that one as well. Wow, we went from like doing really, really well in this conflict to now at a point where we might lose it. It's a real possibility. I'll have to see what we can do here, guys, but that was big. That was a big loss for us. All right, well, our troops will retreat. We'll be able to finish this siege at the very least. We might be able to, well, we'll probably have to run from this one, actually. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to complete this one. It's a long siege. It's 7 months. I do expect they will come here next to attack us. So it'd probably be better if we just left. We're not going to get this done in 7 months. Now, maybe they won't come this way. Maybe we should wait and see what happens with the battle and then kind of like try and retreat over this way. Could end up losing our troops that way, though. That's one possibility. We'll be able to get this siege done. Maybe. And we had a daughter. Okay, I didn't remember our wife being pregnant. Oh, no, our daughter. Excuse me. My daughter has given birth to a son. Okay, I just misread that. So, of course, that is with the soon-to-be Duke of Crete here. And so they've already had a kid. And did not take them long. Oh. They haven't even gotten married, guys. Oh, Lord. So that's unfortunate. It seems that we don't know who the parent is. This is a bastard child. Well, it's a bastard child, so it can't have one of our typical names. We'll call him Marcos. Yeah, that's quite unfortunate, guys. She just couldn't wait. She couldn't wait for marriage. So one of our knights is becoming a aspiring blade master. All right, excellent. So they are going to attack us here. The question is, will they attack in time? I don't really see where they're coming from. Oh, they're right there. Okay. So 22 days. There's no way to get out of here. And it's only 20 dudes. So I don't think we'll get that siege done. Alright, so war is not going well right now, guys. The war is unfortunately going against us now. That secret was exposed, unfortunately. And so now the question is, who is the father? This character right here. Who I think is one of the guys we hired to be a knight. Yeah, he's a lowborn, slept with our wife, the king, or excuse me, our daughter, the king's daughter. Yeah, this is a problem where somebody's gonna have to be punished here. Of course, it's only saying that we can only punish her. Can't say, can't punish him? That's a shame. It feels like we should be able to punish him. So yeah, we can throw her in prison. That would be the fair thing to do. Would we do that though? It's a question. Well, we're diligent. Don't shy away from hard work. That doesn't necessarily mean that we would do this, but we could say these accusations are not but malice and lies, but we know they're true. And you can say we trust her, but we already know that they're true. Like, she's not married to anybody, so it's not like a case of where, no, I never cheated on my husband. I was a good spouse. We know that's not true. So I feel like we have to do this one. We can always let her go again. We lose opinion with all our family members, but it feels like this is our job. Like, this is what we're supposed to do. So yeah, we're going to do that, guys, and then we'll probably just let her go. I don't see any reason to keep her. She just had a child. So yeah, war is not going well, guys. But we might be able to finish this siege. It's not impossible. But yeah, right now the war is not going in our favor. I think, I don't know. We might be able to turn it around, but there are a lot of enemy troops right now. We'll take a look at it in a second. We have a challenge. I'm sparring with one of my soldiers, sweat beating on my forehead when I experience the uncanny sensation of being watched. Looking over my shoulder, I spot the knight, Tiberios, who waves at me. I walk over to greet him. We talk about our weapon practice for a while, trading tricks and advice. Just as I'm about to leave for another round, Tiberios' his face lights up. He's got multiple faces. His face lights up and he suggests we practice together. His prowess is 18, which is just slightly better than ours. We can learn from this man. Yeah, I would say we're the type definitely accept the challenge. So yeah, we'll say challenge accepted. We're supposed to be leading these troops, but apparently we're busy fighting. We're busy practicing. So if we win the duel, we'll gain 100 martial lifestyle experience points, but if we lose, we only get 50, but that's something. And we get the practice duel here. Okay, that kind of confused me there. But yeah, the practice duel would give us +1 prowess for 5 years. Yeah, we'll go to accept the challenge, of course. An axe at my throat. The sounds of sword clashing against axe echoes between the courtyard walls. All eyes are on us. Everyone wants to see their despot fighting his knight, or his king fighting his knight. I must be tired from my previous practice because I've moved sluggishly, unable to keep with my opponent. When I lunge, she is already gone, and my parries come at the very last moment. It is not long before I find myself on the ground before him. So we can say, I yield, well fought. And then he'll gain an increased opinion of us because we'll be honorable duelist and we'll get that 50 lifestyle points. Or we can say only cowards surrender. We have a 30% chance that we actually are able to win the practice duel. 70% chance we get wounded and spend 150 prestige. Yeah, no, I feel like with our guy here, I think we're the type to yield when we lost. We obviously lost this duel. So yeah, we'll say I yield. I don't see us as being the type that wouldn't do so. But yeah, guys, I kind of feel like this. Again, we haven't completely lost the battle, of course, or the war, I should say. But yeah, it does seem like this is definitely going against us. Yeah, I don't know what happened in that battle, man. I just misread it, mislooked at it. I thought we had like a lot more troops than he did when I joined that. I was just wasn't looking at it right, I guess. I know he had more troops coming from elsewhere, but even when I was counting those, I thought we had plenty more. Because, you know, we had the 12,000. Yeah, because I thought he had, you know what? Maybe he didn't have 12,000 anymore. Maybe he got some of those taken from him. Because I thought we had 12,000, which just his troops alone would have been enough to outnumber them all. But again, maybe, and then plus we had our other ally there as well. And he had split his force. He had the one army of 2,000 here, so he wasn't helping. But then we had the 2,000 here, so I mean, he wasn't helping. But I was expecting 12,000 plus our 5,000. So, you know, I'm thinking 17,000. There's no way we can lose this battle. And we had the advantage benefit as well. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I'm going to have to look at the video and see what happened there, because that just doesn't seem to be what I expected to happen at all. So now he's marching on us with 12,000 men. And really all we can do is run at this point. Can we not go this way? I won't go that way because it's slower. Yeah, we need to get the hell out of here. You know, obviously 3,000 men aren't going to win here. We could always offer a white peace. Clearly, I mean, it does seem like we lost this battle here. He would be willing to accept the white peace, guys, because we are winning right now. I'm not saying that we can't turn it around, but it would be quite difficult to do so, guys. Maybe if we hired some mercenaries, that might be enough. If we threw some mercenaries at them, we could see how many we could get. Not many. It looks like we get less than 1,000 men. So yeah, we just don't have enough money to be able to really get anything that would be significant. I don't know, guys. We might be able to turn around, but it'd be very, very difficult to do. We're still earning money every month, which I don't know if he is. But if he's not, yeah, he's losing money right now. So eventually he's going to get a penalty for having, you know, be behind on the money. These guys, for being in debt is the word I was looking for. These guys are fine in that regard. So yeah, it's just him. And, you know, he'll get that penalty, which he's going to go really far in debt as long as he keeps these troops going, while we are not. So we can play the long game with him. We'll have this siege done. He'd have to come and re-siege all these or attack us and siege us down. We'd have to kind of like avoid a fight because they obviously can't beat 12,000 troops with just 3,000. So until our allies come back down, which eventually they would, we might be able to win this, guys. It would be difficult, though. I'm not saying it's impossible, but I think we could have a chance. We are getting taken war score, so there's that. You know, we have the war goal, but I would assume if he's smart, he's going to go straight after the war goal and try and take that from us. Once we go in the negative, guys, that he's not going to accept a white peace. Now, if we lose this, it's not that big of a deal. You know, if we surrender here, 776 gold, you know, that's a lot of money. We'd have to pay that to him. Put us in debt for quite some time. But, you know, we can do that if we had to. We lose the claim as well, which means that to redo the claim, we could do the white peace, and he would accept it. So it'd be a way to get out of this conflict. So we can always declare war again. Again, we'd have to wait until the the truce is over. But it's a good way to just accept our loss, because we kind of lost, guys. Again, I feel like there's a small chance we could turn this around. Again, he starts taking the penalty. He gets that advantage penalty for going in debt. He splits his armies up. We rebuild our army up, because they'll be in our own territory. If he leaves his territory, that means they're not rebuilding. His allies aren't going to be rebuilding over there either. I don't think you can reinforce an allied territory. I could be wrong about that one though. So he might be able to reinforce those other troops, but he's going to probably be attacking us or doing a siege, which means he's not reinforcing while we are. So there's that, and we still have 3,000. Plus the 700 over here. Once you finish that siege, that helps with the war score. And we have all our allies coming. So it's not impossible to win. Now, I don't know where the Crete ally is. Did he lose all his troops? He did. So he's absolutely useless. And we just don't know. Yeah, he's got 2,200. He still has those troops, though. So it's still better to use them. But he's losing a lot of money per turn. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a loss, guys. I kind of feel like suck it up. Do the white piece. And come back and do the war a little bit later. It just didn't go in our favor. I thought we had it. It seemed like we had it, and then something happened that, I don't know exactly what happened in that battle. I thought we had the numbers, but we didn't. So we lost that, and that was big. That was real big. So yeah, I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. What do you think? You think we should do the white piece? Just kind of come back and do this again, accept our loss. It wouldn't be a loss if it's a white piece. We both agree that, hey, you got a little bit from me, I got a little bit from you. So yeah, he's been hit hard in the war. We've been hit hard, and maybe it's just come back to it. Let me know what you guys think. You think we should do the white piece, or should we continue this war with the very, very small chance that I might be able to turn it around? Which, again, I don't think is impossible, but unlikely. I think it's probably unlikely. But I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. Post that down in the comments below. Remember, we are going to every other day format, which will be, in this case, going to be Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday. So the next episode is going to be on Friday. So I will see you on that Friday episode. If you guys enjoyed this one, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you on that next episode, and thanks for watching.